Вогонь. Закину.
Skin the color of bark.
Ukrainian armed forces are counterattacking on several fronts in the east. Russian mill bloggers report that a Ukrainian local counteroffensive near Pokrovsk has started. Ukrainian forces expanded their assault today, achieving significant tactical gains. Fighting is intense, with up to 2 brigades attacking from Pokrovsk and 1 from Uspanivka. Russian forces are struggling but holding, they add. Recently it became known Ukrainian forces became more active, and Russians went more and more on active defense. Spectacular work of the mortar crew of the 6th Battalion of the Azov Brigade near Pokrovsk. In a recent counteroffensive, Ukrainian forces successfully regained control of the village of Kotlin near Pokrovsk. This strategic victory disrupted Russian supply lines and showcased Ukraine's tactical prowess. The Institute for the Study of War noted that Russian efforts to seize Pokrovsk have faltered, leading to high casualties and a shift in Russian strategies. The UAV battalion and RV unit of the 28th Mechanized Brigade show how they hunt down Russian equipment in the Toretsk area. Among Russian losses are at least 2 tanks, an ATV, and several other supply vehicles. On the ground, Ukrainian forces, including elite units like the Azov Brigade, have been actively engaged in counteroffensive operations to defend and reclaim territories in the Donetsk region. Their efforts have been pivotal in maintaining control over key areas and disrupting Russian advances. The situation in Toretsk underscores the complex and fluid nature of the conflict, where information warfare plays a significant role alongside physical battles. Both sides continue to vie for strategic advantages, making it challenging to ascertain the exact status of contested regions. In just a few days, the 63rd Mechanized Brigade near Lyman burned down Russian equipment. 2 armored vehicles, 2 Kamaz trucks, UAZ with ammo, a motorcycle, 2 guns, an AA system, 4 mortars, and an EW unit. In the Lyman direction, the situation has been dynamic and strategically significant throughout the conflict. In late September 2022, Ukrainian forces launched a counteroffensive targeting the city of Lyman in the Donetsk region, a crucial logistical hub due to its road and rail networks. By October 1st, Ukrainian troops successfully encircled and recaptured Lyman, inflicting substantial losses on Russian forces. Estimates suggest that approximately 5,000 Russian soldiers were surrounded, with reports indicating that over 1,500 were killed and many others taken prisoner during the operation. The loss of Lyman was a significant setback for Russian military operations in the Donbass region, disrupting their supply lines and hindering their ability to reinforce positions further west. This defeat also had symbolic implications, occurring shortly after Russia's announcement of the annexation of several Ukrainian territories, including parts of Donetsk Oblast. In the months following the recapture, Ukrainian forces have continued to fortify their positions around Lyman, utilizing advanced drone technology to monitor and counter Russian movements. Both sides have adapted to the evolving nature of warfare, with drones playing a pivotal role in reconnaissance and targeted strikes. Aerial reconnaissance of the 413th Separate Battalion raid detected and destroyed a concentration of Russian armed forces personnel and ground-based robotic systems. Following this, the position was struck using FPV drones and artillery, including 155mm cluster munitions. The 413th Separate Unmanned Systems Battalion, known as RAID, is a specialized unit within Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces, established in 2024. Under the command of Major Yevhen Karas, the battalion focuses on unmanned aerial vehicle operations, playing a pivotal role in intelligence gathering and precision strikes against Russian military assets. Since its inception, RAID has been instrumental in several key operations. In September 2024, the battalion, in collaboration with the 78th Airborne Assault Regiment, successfully targeted and destroyed a Russian Buk M3 air defense system in the Kursk region. This operation highlighted their capability to neutralize advanced enemy defenses. The battalion was among the first to participate in the 2024 Kursk offensive, focusing on dismantling Russian electronic warfare and air defense systems. Their efforts led to the destruction of multiple high-value targets, including an S-400 system north of Kursk and various electronic warfare systems such as Borysoglebsk and Krasuka 4. The resilience and security of all of Europe depend on the actions of each of us. We must become stronger, more advanced in technology, and support one another. We must take care of life now. Europe must be capable of guaranteeing peace and security for itself and for all who need it. President of Ukraine emphasized during the meeting with European leaders. Today in Brussels, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the European Council, emphasizing Ukraine's commitment to peace and proposing specific measures to test Russia's willingness to end the war. He called for a cessation of attacks on civilian infrastructure and a halt to military operations in the Black Sea, suggesting these actions could serve as indicators of Russia's readiness for peace negotiations. Canada is now fighting off an effort by the Trump administration to destroy the Canadian economy and de facto annex the country.
Trump and Trudeau spoke, and you spoke with your counterpart as well. So once again, what do you think that he's calling Trudeau again, Governor Trudeau? And now they're referring to each other with their first names. So we understand that these are difficult conversations.
Les conversations sont constructives, mais il y a
The conversations are constructive,
des émotions liées au fait qu'elles sont
but of course,
ces tarifs-là sont complètement justifiés.
we have to remain without emotion. These are unjustified tariffs.
Incluant dans
Canada is seeking to reject the imposition of these tariffs,
les liées à la frontière. On doit se
and
rappeler que
we know that these are not necessarily related to border issues. We have to remember that the president, his powers are based on imposing these tariffs,
démontre qu'il y a une crise de sécurité nationale à la
and he has not demonstrated that there's a national security issue at the border.
Donc, basé là-dessus, on pense que
Therefore, based on that, we believe that we need to continue to strengthen the border and work together to save lives related to the scourge of fentanyl.
ce qu'on pense que le
But fundamentally,
c'est beaucoup plus large
what we think that the
que la
president
question
wants is much bigger than the issue of fentanyl.
et éventuellement une fois qu'il
His goal is to weaken us, and once he has done that, then de facto he thinks he could annex us. He's said that in the past, so based on that, our goal therefore is to find diplomatic solutions. And as the head of our diplomatic efforts, I will continue to do that.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.